This is our finance module project done by Joseph Saba, Christian Merchant and me, Victor Brand.
And decrease. How does used in real life scenarios? Discounts in shops, for example, like a sale. When you're in a shop, you get 50% discount. Adding VAT. When 40% is added to the price of the good you are buying. Raising price of goods. When a product is on high demand, a percentage of the price is added to the normal price. The formula. P minus P divided by 100 times D. P is the original price and D is the discount percentage. Examples. Sally the shop owner wants to give a discount of 22% on her shoes. I buy one. What is the formula Sally has to do if the shoes cost 67 Rand? P minus P divided by 100 times D. 67 minus 67 divided by 100 times 22. This equals 67 minus 67, 0.67 times 22. 67 minus 14.74. This equals 52.26. This would be the discounted price that I would be paying for. Sally wants to find VAT, 14% of her normal price for her scarves, which cost 67 Rand. What is the price of her scarves with added VAT? P plus P divided by 100 times D. In this example, the 67 is the P and D is the 14. So it would be 67 plus 67 divided by 100 times 14, which gives us 67 plus 0.67 times 14. Then it equals 67 plus 9.38, which equals 76.
Take this slide. Simple interest. What is interest? Money that you owe to someone when borrowing money. What is simple interest? Interest where the amount of money you owe to the loaner stays the same each month. For example, if you've borrowed 1,000 Rand and you have to pay your loaner back each month for a year, you would have to pay 83.3 per month for a year. The formula for simple interest and how it works. A equals P, 1 plus I times N. P equals principal amount, deposit. I equals interest rate. N equals term time. The principal amount deposit is multiplying the sum of one of the interest rates times the term. John has borrowed 2,500 Rand from ABSA to buy himself a PlayStation. He got 2,500 Rand from ABSA at an interest rate of 10% per annum with a 30-month term. This is the formula. A equals P, 1 plus I times N. In this case, 2,500 Rand, 1 plus 0.1 times 13 over 12. That equals 2,500 times 1.1083, which equals 2,770.8 Rand.
Hire purchase agreement. What is hire purchase agreement? Hire purchase agreement is when you want to buy something expensive, but you don't have enough money at the time. Then you give a deposit each month for as long as you need to pay off the debt. For example, if you want to buy a TV that costs 1,000 Rand, you will have to pay 100 Rand for 10 months to pay off the debt. The formula. First calculate the deposits, calculate total installments, find total HP. HP cost equals deposit plus total installments. Work difference between HP price and cash price. Extra paid equals HP price cost minus cash price. Example, Sally wants to buy an Xbox game that costs 810 Rand. Sally wants to buy it on HP by paying a deposit of 20% followed by 20 installments of 67 Rand. Find the total HP price and the extra that you would pay using HP. Deposit equals 110 Rand divided by 100 times 20 equals 160. Then the installments equals 20 times 67 equals 1,340. Then the HB cost equals 160 plus 1,340 equals 1,500. Extra paid equals 1,460 minus 810 equals 650.
Slide. Inflation. What is inflation? A general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money or currency. How can it be measured? Record the prices of goods and service over the years, called the price index. Take a base year and then determine the percentage rate changed of the shop prices over the year. What causes inflation? Inflation is caused because resources for goods are becoming more rare to find, so it takes more money to manufacture the product, and the companies must raise the price of the product to make a profit. What does it mean when inflation goes up or down? Inflation going up means that the inflation rate rises, which causes the prices of goods and services to rise also. Inflation going down means that the inflation rate decreases, which causes the prices of goods and services to decrease.
It's this slide. Currency and exchange rates. For the first one, the exchange rate is 6.16 rands equals $1. So to find out what 600 rands are in dollars, you have to do 600 divided by 6.60, and that equals $91. For the second one, the exchange rate is 7.92 equals €1. To find out how much 7 euros is in rands, you have to do 7.92 times 7 equals 55.44 rand. For the third one, the exchange rate is 11.92 pounds. To find out what 55 pounds are, you have to do 55 divided by 11.92, and that equals 4.6 pounds. For the fourth one, the exchange rate is 4.53 rands, and that equals 1 rupee. To find out what 856 rands are in rupees, you have to do the same step as before. 856 divided by 4.53, and that equals 1,889 rupees. For the last one, the exchange rate is 0.058, and that equals 1 yen. For this one, you have to find out how much 10 yen is in rands. So you will have to do 10 times 0.058, and that equals 0.58 yen.
On the last slide, number 6, it is called budget. Budget is a list of showing income and expenses and the difference between the for and set period of time. How do we work out what each item would represent in degrees on a pie chart? Item divided by the sum of all items times 360. How to illustrate information on a pie chart? Draw a circle using your compass. Find the degrees of each item using the sum in the question before. Draw a line from the middle of the circle to anywhere from any point on the circumference of the circle. Measure all the degrees with protractor, starting on the line you drew. Carry on with this with all your degrees. When you are done, add all the degrees up to see if they add up to 360. The tuck shop at St. Albans has a survey asking boys what their favourite flavours of chocolates were. These were the results. Chocolate log, 13 boys. 13 boys divided by 65 times 360 degrees equals 72 degrees. Mint crisp equals 16 boys. 16 boys divided by 65 times 360 degrees equals 89 degrees. Mars, 12 boys like that. 12 boys divided by 65 times 360 degrees equals 66 degrees. Lunch bar, 14 boys. 14 boys divided by 65 times 360 equals 78 degrees. Area, 10 boys. 10 boys divided by 65 times 360 equals 55 boys. Thank you.
Percentage increase and decrease.
First slide. Percentage increase and decrease. Percentage increase and decrease in real life scenarios.
Hello, Mr. Ngwenya. This is our finance module.